Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I have been busy today. I have been busy. Just one react after the other. So, the first video that I did was reacting to all the Twitter peeps because Chantal had herself a little hissy fit this morning, did a community post where she was saying that anybody who goes to the React channels that's a viewer of any of the reactors that's in their chat, she doesn't want them on her channel. In short, she's trying to act like a dictator and she's being very tyrannical in telling people where they can go on YouTube and what they can watch. So she had herself a little hissy fit. A lot of people on Twitter had stuff to say about that. So I did the Twitter peeps react. And then directly after that, I went into reacting to Sunburst Tarot's newest reading. And Chantal, I know you're going to watch my react. You always do. A lot of information in there that you might want to watch and really think about. And I also had my opinions as well. So what is the third video of the day? Well, while I was uploading the tarot react to YouTube, Chantal put out a very short video called Please Stop. She ate what looked like a Rice Krispie treat looking thing. And then she went into why she feels the way that she feels as far as people being on her channel and going to the React channels and being part of their chats. Chantal, I've got people on my channel that they're beezers. I know they're beezers. And I know this because I react to you and I see their names in your chat. But do I give them any issue? No. Why? Because they give me no issue. As long as they're not being nasty to me, I'm not nasty to them. Am I aware of the fact that some beezers might be here because they're, keeping an eye on things for you? Yeah, I am fully aware of that. Been aware of that for a long time. But I also keep in mind they might be over here just getting a different point of view, just getting a different opinion. And that's perfectly fine by me. How are you going to expand your knowledge base if you don't get a second or third or fourth opinion or a different perspective? So I have no problem with people using their freedom of will to go where they want, watch what they want, be entertained by whoever they want. I mean, that's how life should be. Go where you want, do what you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody, and you'll be fine. You, on the other hand, you have a different point of view of, I want people who are on my channel to be part of my tribe and only stay here, although you are not doing yourself any favors by making your content especially boring. People are going to watch only so many videos of you doing the same mukbangs with the same food and talking about the same people over and over before their brain starts to bleed and they're screaming for mercy. You want people to stay on your channel, make your content more interesting in whatever way you can. But the reaction channels take your content, make it more interesting by adding their opinions, adding their commentary, and that's what people are attracted to. If you don't like it, too bad, suck it up and sit and spin, as you like to tell us. So I'm going to react to that video. I have much to say. No Twitter peeps on this one, y'all, because I literally just got done putting together a whole video of Twitter peeps. So we're just going to go straight into her video, if that's all right. So let me just go ahead and pull it up. And we'll just get straight into it. It's a short video. It's not that long. Chantal, I don't even know why you put the April Fool's joke cameo on this video, because April 1st is over with. It's been over with for a few days. So it's time to get rid of that cameo. Don't you think? Don't you think so? Yeah, I think so. But let's go ahead and get into it. First, let me fix my StreamYard because it's acting stupid today. It doesn't have my background. There we go. Perfect. All right, let me just go ahead and make sure that she's turned up. And let's get started. And I hope you guys like the react. Let's do this.
Great special occasion gifts, etc. So, yeah, thank you for the support in advance.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for the support in advance. Thank you for supporting my food addiction. Thank you for paying for the free food. It keeps my addiction going. And as long as you're supporting my habit, as long as you're buying the food, I don't have to reach into my own pocket and buy my own food from my own mukbangs. That's what she really means. But I digress. Let's do this.
Well, hello guys. Hello. Welcome back to another video. So today I just have a coffee and dessert. I have some red mug with milk and the sugar-free caramel syrup. And
we don't care.
This too is a dessert I'm trying from a diet center.
We also don't care because we know you. You're going to eat that. And because it's not a whole bunch of stuff, as soon as the camera is turned off, you're going straight for your regular snacks. Girl, we know the deal. We're not stupid, but go ahead.
That makes healthier desserts like low carb, keto, sugar-free dessert. So this is a peanut butter sugar-free one. So let's try this before we get into the discussion of today. Beauty bite, bismillah.
It should be called diabetes bite. Beatus bite. You know what, Foodie? If you're going to do like a serious discussion video, like if you got something to say, why does food have to be involved? Because whenever you do a discussion video and you're eating the food, you get distracted by the food. Just make a video where you get your thoughts out and leave the food for another time.
It's good, but it's like you can tell I use some kind of alternate flour.
Chantal, this is not a food description channel. Okay, you're not a food review channel. I don't even know why you try to do this, where you eat something and you're like, oh, it's yummy and it's creamy. We don't care. Your viewers don't care. They're not going to be inspired to go out and get whatever it is you're eating because you eat it the most unappealing way. But I'll keep going.
And it's not sweet, which is good. And I also put collagen in here. That's why it's kind of foamy.
Again, we don't care.
So I want to say a few things, excuse me, about a community post I made about not wanting certain people in my corner of the internet. By the way, I don't have my one light on, so I'm going to look like not as bright.
Chantal, you're bringing up all these details that nobody cares about. Nobody cares about what's in your coffee. Nobody cares about the dessert. Nobody cares about your makeup. Nobody cares about the lighting. Just talk. Just talk.
Right? I also just have like light makeup, a bit of eyeliner, lip gloss. By the way, my Sephora lip gloss was 34 Canadian dollars.
Whoop-de-doo. So what? What are you trying to flex with? Oh, I went to Sephora and I got a really expensive lip gloss. Big deal. So what? Keep going.
Yeah. That would not be that price in Canada, I'm sure of it. Although maybe, I don't know. But for Sephora brand, like... Anyway, you guys know that I have gone back and forth many times, you know, proclaiming I want to change my channel. I want to change as a person. And I want to start with positivity.
Good luck with that. Good luck. Good luck with the positive, movement you got going on there. You're not a positive person. You never have been. I've been watching you for years. You're not a positive person. As a matter of fact, you enjoy the negative energy. You enjoy the negative energy that you surround yourself with, that you create in other people. You fully enjoy it, Chantal. You do. And an example of this was when you were in Cuba. You remember Cuba, right? You were going on and on and on and on and on about Natter before you went to Cuba. And then you said, I'm going to Cuba. Your Beezers got excited. We're going to Cuba. We're getting away from Natter. We're getting away from this negativity. They were excited because they thought they were going to catch a break with all of that. You were wearing people out with the whole natter talk. And then you went to Cuba and your beezers were giving you positive reinforcement and you seemed bored with it. Like you didn't want the positive reinforcement at all. You didn't like the positive energy. So you kept on with the negative energy, which was silly and stupid. You were in Cuba to have a good time, to reset yourself, to get your mind together. And about 99% of the time, you spent raging. Rage, 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 melting down one thing after the other. You went on vacation and you did the same thing on vacation that you did back at the Canadian villa, raging at the same person that you did back at the Canadian villa. It was madness. You took a vacation for what? For what? You didn't even leave the resort. You stayed on the resort. You parked yourself right next to the buffet. You wouldn't leave the resort and go explore and do things when you had the opportunity. You flew all that way just to get mad. Girl, you're a mess.
And I think that everyone on the internet, has a right to a circle. And for me, if my circle has to be smaller, I'm totally fine with that because
it's a YouTube channel. Get over yourself. It's a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel. You are supposed to be a content creator, although you really don't create much. You upload much, but you don't create much. There's no creativity in what you do. Turning on a doggone camera, eating some sloppy, nasty food and being gross with it and catering to the feedies is not being creative. Anybody can do what you do and probably do it better. Be more inspiring with it, creative with it. Make the food look more appealing. Or people say, I want to eat that. Nobody wants to eat the food that you eat, especially in the way that you eat it. It's nasty. Absolutely nasty. But a YouTube channel is not your circle, okay? Not your circle. You can't be running a cult on YouTube. You can't treat your beezers and your channel like you're running a cult. If you do, there's something wrong. If you have to do brainwashing and mind control and controlling the masses and insisting they stay with you and only with you, you're doing it wrong. And maybe that's the reason why people are leaving. They don't want to be controlled. They want to get on YouTube and go where they want to go and do what they want to do. And they don't want a complete stranger thousands of miles away bossing them around, which is what you're trying to do.
I realize my chats, my live stream chats, I would say a lot of them are trolls. There's maybe a few mature people in there who do want the best for me, who are in my corner and just want to chat with me and, bees and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the people that are in your corner, the ones who are not the food fetish freaks, the ones who are not coming into your chat saying, eat some more food, Chantal, get some more dessert. When are we eating next? When's your next mukbang? The people that want the best for you, that want you to get healthy, that want you to take care of yourself, do you listen to those people? No. And sometimes when they speak up and mention, hey, maybe you shouldn't be doing this, you actually yell at them. You say to them, I'll do what I want. And you might even block them. So as far as those good, well-meaning people, are you respectful? No. You yell at them. You're mean. You're a mean person. You're a hateful woman. Always have been. You've never been nice, Chantal. You've always been hateful. And you want to know why? It's because there have been too many people around you at any given time coddling to your hatefulness, making excuses for you, putting up with you when they should walk away. So what do we got when it comes to Foodie's chat? We got a few good-meaning people that mean no harm, that they're waiting with bated breath to see if Foodie Beauty is going to have that turnaround moment. And the others, well, they just don't care. Or if they do care, They care about having their fetish fulfilled and having you do it right in front of them. And you're so stupid that you will do it at the expense of your health. You never have that wake up moment of, there are people in my chat that want to see me in the hospital. No, as long as they're giving you money, they're your fans, right?
So, Julia's playing with a bag. Those are the kind of people I want in my chat. And I know it's like people like Teardrop in a way, not to single her out, but people who are, like my mods, basically just like, just there to be supportive, not to, start drama.
Question, Chantal, the people in your chat that are there to be supportive, are they supporting you or are they supporting your habit? Because even if you're somebody you care about, someone who's an addict, which Chantal is, there are ways to support the person without supporting and paying for the habit. You can support an addict in other ways that are not harmful. You can be around that person, offer words of wisdom or experience or emotional support without funding the habit. But Chantal does not want people who just support her through words. She wants them supporting her through money to keep all the addictions going. And in order to keep that whole system going, you got to stay in her chats. You're not allowed to go to reaction channels and get a second opinion or others' opinions or other perspectives. You know what I think, Chantal? I think one of the reasons why you don't want people going to the reaction channels is because every now and again, some of us play those old clips of you, the ones that you did back in Canada, where you were talking a lot, telling a lot of stories, telling on yourself. We got all those clips. You are so afraid of your beezers seeing that stuff. You're afraid of how they would feel about you afterward, if they would continue to be beezers at all. You're afraid of the truth that is out there that you don't want your beezers to see or hear. So to keep that from happening, you try to corral everybody around you and keep them there. You want to lock the gate so they can't get out. That's what you want to do. It's about control. It's about power. You want to have power over the masses to get what you want. You don't want them seeing another side of you. You don't want them knowing about how much of a liar you are, how manipulative you are. Hey, beezers, for those of you that haven't heard, weren't around during this time, through the time of Crackhead Olympics, when she went to Cuba, she was fully into herself. She was riding high on the arrogance to the point where she made a little interesting comment. You want to know what the comment was? During a live stream, she said, I will manipulate the F out of you, and then I'll come online the next day, sweet as pie, and you'll eat it up. She absolutely confessed to being manipulative to her own beezers. And she said it out loud because she was convinced in her mind that even if she said to people, I'm a liar, I'm a manipulator, I manipulate all of you, she thought, these people are so addicted to me that even if I tell them how awful I am, they'll stay put. And she wasn't wrong. They did. But the mask was off in Cuba. That's why the Cuba rage is so infamous, because she was making a lot of money and she was like, I don't care. I'm just going to be as awful as I want to be because I can get away with it. Yeah. She was all in her arrogance and feelings during that trip.
Because it is up to me not to take the bait, but I don't want people in my corner who are going to try to get me upset or who are going to be into the drama of Gore World, because I'm trying to distance myself from that. And I take full responsibility. I want you to hear these words because I know you're going to twist what I say. I take responsibility for letting myself get triggered, but I don't want to. I don't.
Just like with everything else around Chantal, just give it a day, give it 2 days. she'll change her mind. She'll get bored with her own content. She'll do a live stream where she has nothing to say, nothing to talk about, no topics already prepared. And then she'll go to her chat and say, well, what's going on? What's the tea? What's the drama? Because she needs to fill up 2 hours of dead space time during a live stream to get that Google AdSense money. She'll go to her beezers and say, you guys carry the chat because I'm not going to, even though it's my live chat and it's my responsibility to entertain you guys. I want you guys to entertain me and help me fill up all of this silence. I will admit, Chantal, there are people that come into your chat. They are little instigators. They are. And they'll say things. Sometimes the things are true. Sometimes the things are not true. Sometimes they'll say this person's doing this or this person said that when it never happened. And you'll believe all their BS because you're not going to stop and investigate to see if that's the truth. But they'll say things to trigger you. Some of your beezers like to see you rage as much, if not more, than the reaction channels. But why the reaction channels like to see you rage? Because what are our choices? You stuffing your face and being boring, or raging and being slightly interesting? We'll take the slightly interesting any day.
Don't want to be in this. I want these psychotic people who look up my family, who harass my family, my husband's family, who call authorities on us, apparently, who just.
Did she just tell on herself? Did she get in trouble with somebody? Is that why she said that?
Just are the most disgusting people on a daily basis. People who congregate not to react to just my content, but to use it as an excuse to just like pretty much, and I hate to use this word because I don't like, I really try not to let it get to me, but these people bully on a.
Ma'am, you trigger yourself. Now, I could see your point of view if you're doing a live chat and there's a bunch of reaction channels in your live chat coming at you like that. You might have some defense if that were the case, but I react to you and I show the live chats. I don't see any reaction channels in there. I don't. The reaction channels, we leave you alone in your own little space, Chantal. We don't come into your space and bother you while you're doing a live. As a matter of fact, some of the reaction channels, while you're live, they're on their channels reacting to you at the same time. So you accuse people of bothering you. At the same time, we just react. That is not bullying. That is people going on their channels after you're done, or maybe while you're live, and giving their opinions to their audience, people who want to listen. But we don't bother you. We don't go into your space. You come into our spaces. You go out of your way to make stock accounts on Twitter, on YouTube, get in people's community posts, go into live chats. You even go into the live chats of tarot readers. You know that what you're about to see, whatever it is, it's not going to be in favor of you. You know that from the jump before you jump in there. And yet you put yourself in the crowd, knowing it's going to make you angry, knowing it's going to make you upset. You set yourself on that path to anger. Yet we're the bullies. We're the bullies. You keep coming into our backyards, girlfriend. You won't leave us alone. So you got to make up your mind whether you're coming to us and bothering us. Because if you're doing that, you can't accuse someone of being a bully when you're deliberately walking into somebody's space.
Daily basis. That's all they do. And like, just, I don't want people in my chat, in my safe space of the internet. And yes, I can make it a safe space because all I have to do is not tune into any of the hate. So I don't want people emailing me things anymore. I don't want people telling me what these vile people in Gore World are doing, reaction channels. I don't want to know when people are sniping me. I don't want to know anything. I just don't care. I don't want to know, okay? Like, the first thing I have to do is protect my mental health. And
If you want to protect your mental health, then you really should take a break from your channel. Because I don't see how you being so engrossed in YouTube and what people are saying on Twitter and YouTube and all that is good for your mental health, honestly. And I honestly don't see the good in being engrossed in foodie beauty 24/7. I think that's bad for your mental health because you've lost touch with who you really are, which is Chantal Marie. You're so high focused on being this persona on the internet, you don't know who Chantal Marie is anymore. Maybe that's why your mental health is so bad, is that you're always foodie beauty, but you're never Chantal.
to do that, I have to just like clean things up a bit. Like, I want to move in a different direction. If you don't want to move with me, that's okay. I really don't mind. I get it. A lot of people are just here to see me fail. A lot of people are just here.
Your failure is up to you. It's always been up to you. Whether you succeed in life or fail, it's always been up to you, foodie. It's always been under your control. Every day that you wake up, you are at the center, the core of your happiness or your unhappiness, your joy or your sorrow, your frustration and anger or not. Every choice you make counts, and you make nothing but bad choices. Nothing but. Even when you're looking around and you can see that you've made some bad choices and they are bad, and you can see that those bad choices mean unhappiness, you refuse to change it based on pride, your ego, and your pride getting all in your way. You just can't say, yeah, I made a bad choice. I did. I screwed up. Everybody screws up. I screw up. I've screwed up in my life. Girl, I could fill a storage unit with all the bad choices I've made, but I learned from them. But I can admit openly that I made those choices in the first place. Just making bad choices is just human. It's okay to admit that you're human. Say, I made a mistake. I screwed up. But you can't bring yourself to do that. This whole Kuwait thing was a bad move. It was a bad choice from the jump. And people kept telling you, and you kept denying, and you kept sticking with it. And here we are. If you had changed and you were filled with happiness, then you could say we were all wrong. But since you've been in Kuwait, you have been an angry, miserable mess. Clearly, you're not happy. You're more unhappy in Kuwait than you ever were in Canada. But because you're so pressed about, I got to stay fake married to this man, I got to carry on with this fake marriage, even though nobody believes it, you're going to hang on to that unhappiness. You'll hang on to the unhappiness before you go against your pride. You can eat a lot of food, foodie, but the one thing you can't swallow is your pride. It's too big of a pill. It won't go down your throat. Although if you got it down, it would do you a world of good. Learn to chew up and swallow it.
Here because they think I'm a train wreck. Well, this train is trying to repair itself and get back on the tracks, okay? So I'm trying to
So you're blaming everybody else online for being a train wreck and keeping you on the track for being a train wreck. No. You were on track with that long ago, and you willingly put yourself there. You made yourself a train wreck to make money. You wanted to be somebody, although you took the wrong path, and you're still there. You haven't fixed it.
keep a positive mind space, and that starts where this is like my job, right? Like,
You suck at your job. I think we can all agree you suck at your job. You suck at entertaining people. Boring content where you're eating the same meals repeatedly, saying the same things repeatedly, about the same reactors repeatedly. You suck. If YouTube were an actual company where you walk it as an employee and this was the work you were doing, you would have been given your walking papers a long time ago. They would have given you your pink slip and said, hit the door. Your productivity is crap. You're not producing anything. You're not good for the company. You're not a good team player. You're not good with customer service. Bye. You're lucky that YouTube can't fire you.
being an online personality, having a channel,
You have no personality.
and I realize a lot of things have to change in order for me to move a different direction. One, I have to clam up and not share so much personal things about my relationship, about family, about anything, stuff like that. But the thing is
What? This is your content though. You overshare about yourself just because you don't want to go out and produce great content. You don't want to go out of the house and film things and edit things. You want the lazy, easy content. So let's go the lazy, easy way and just talk about me and film myself eating meals. You don't want to do real content.
when it comes to my health, I can share stuff like that because, like, I inevitably have to do health content because that's going to take up a lot of my time as I keep trying and trying and trying, and I'm never going to give up. And I mean, if I don't do health related content,
Chantal, what's wrong with your brain? Did you just forget about the live you did yesterday where you were out and about getting the lip gloss from Sephora and you were in the car? Salah was in the chat. You were acting like such a brat because you were determined to have Hardee's. He was saying, get some fish and brown rice. And you were pitching a fit about that. You really wanted that fast food. And this was just yesterday. And after he told you to get some fish and brown rice, you're like, well, I'll just go to a more expensive place then. Giving all kinds of attitude about that. Yesterday, this happened. You wanted that fast food so bad that you're like, if you want me to eat healthy, you're going to have to go out and get it, Salah. You were making him care for your health. You weren't caring about your health. Your attitude was, if you don't go get it and buy it, then I ain't eating it. I'm right here at Hardee's. I'll sit here and eat this Hardee's meal because I'm literally right here. That shows me you don't care about your health. You want everybody else to care about your health and how healthy you are. At the same time, you don't care. And your feedies don't care either. They don't want you eating healthy food. They want you eating the bad food. And you're very eager to eat it for them. So what's going on with this health journey if just yesterday you weren't concerned with it?
how else are you people going to watch me succeed in front of your eyes? I mean,
People have been waiting too long for that, for you to succeed. You've been promising and promising that you're going to try. You're not trying. You don't even get started. You said many times, I am not interested in being healthy. I just want to eat my fast food. I believe you. I also believed you when you said, I will eat until I pass away. And that's just how it's going to be. You said it out loud, and I believe you. That you're going to let your food addiction run you forever. You have no inclination to stop it. None. You just simply talk about a health journey to keep people on your channel from leaving, those that want you to do good. You want to keep them watching you and get a few extra views out of them. But you are not going to change.
I have to do it. So, but I think there's a lot of instigators in my chats, either reaction channels under an alt name or people who watch them and want to stir up drama. Because for them, the light of their life with entertainment is getting me to rage, and that it's just sick.
You know what, Chantal? It entertains you to rage. You love to rage. Why can't you just say it? Why can't you just admit it? You love raging. You're an angry person. You need anger management classes. You got an anger problem. You're so filled to the brim with self-loathing and self-hate, you can't stand it. You got all this rage and anger just bubbling around inside of you. And then you wander around the reaction channel chats and you see the number of people in there and the super chats they're getting, and you're a happiness hater. You hate people being happy. You hate people being fun. You hate people having a good time. If you see other people doing well, you are resentful and jealous, and you lash out. And the rages are when you do lash out. That is you letting out the resentment and the loathing and the hate that you have inside of you, because it just has to come up to the surface. So don't blame us for what's wrong with you. Just as you said to Pete that one time, his mental health is not my problem. Your anger and your loathing are not, it's not our problem either.
Like, you want to push somebody to an emotional point?
We don't push you. You push yourself. We're not in your chat bugging you. You push yourself. You wander where you should not be. You listen to things you really don't have to listen to. You read things you don't have to read. You push yourself. It's so much easier to point a finger at other people, Chantal, than to point the finger back at yourself. There's no self-accountability with you, and there should be. You blame other people for the things wrong in your life when you are the cause for all that wrong.
Where they get so upset, so you can turn around and gaslight and be like, see, I told you they're a vile person. Completely ignoring the reason that
Are you trying to accuse the reaction channels of being puppet masters? That we put words in your mouth, that we can control what comes out of your mouth? Is that what you try to say? That we force you to say words? We don't. That's all you.
a person is pushed to that limit. That being said, I've learned that I'm responsible for my emotions. So to protect myself, that's why I'm doing this. I have to, have people in my corner, supporters, mature people who, and I don't mean laughing at farts. That's whatever. That doesn't harm anybody. I'm talking about maturity, like from a level of, just not supporting channels that are just vile and bullies. And
Chantal, you talk about maturity, but trying to control people, almost threaten people of, you better stay with me or else. That is screams of immaturity to me. You sitting at your table and saying to the people around your table, you can sit only with me, but you can't sit with anybody else but me. That is so high school.
have a mean girl grade school mentality, people who just sit there and discuss my bathing habits.
You want us to talk about something else, then bring something else up. Take us somewhere new. Do something new. Give us new topics of conversation. We react to the content that you provide, Chantal. You put the same topics on the table, in the same setting, at that stupid table that looks like a high chair. You don't do anything. You want us to talk about something new, then you do something new.
Whatever. Like, just stupid things. I don't understand how, if you like me as a person or you enjoy my content, you're a supporter of mine, how you would be able to sit there and listen to people be disgusting and vile towards me and my family. So those people, stay away from me, please. If you
Chantal, you have to agree that because your content is not all the way positive, you're a very frustrating person. You have to know that your viewers get frustrated with you, especially when you gaslight and lie and manipulate and flip-flop. People get frustrated. And maybe they want to go into other chats and air their frustrations because they know they can't do it with you. You don't allow for freedom of speech in your chats. You punish people for having an opinion. So they go where they can put that opinion.
Don't, I will just block you and move on. I'm not giving any chances. So don't come to me after, because I will just ignore your DM and block you. Like, I'm not, you're not that important to me. Like, if you can be that type of person, you're not important to me, you know? Tracy, my mod, is a different person.
Yeah, she's different, all right. You want to know how she's different? She and Chantal talk on the personal. Tracy talks to her in DMs off YouTube. And I bet the reason why she's given Tracy a pass is because Tracy knows things about her, knows information. And if Chantal ever tried to get rid of her, Tracy might talk. That's why she's getting a pass right now.
usually goes into chats, if ever, to defend me. And since our fallout, she hasn't been in chats.
Girl, I just saw a tweet. I just put it in my Twitter peeps video where she was in Yaba's chat. And she had a membership too. How about that?
Supporting anybody, for sure. And she's been a follower and supporter for a long, long time. And she's been there for me through a lot of hard times. So I know people are thinking, well, what about your mod? Blah, blah, blah. Went into the reaction channel, whatever. Okay. So
reaction channels. This would be Tracy's second offense, according to you. How are you going to respond?
talking about here on out, going forward. Can you, like, why would I have somebody who's supposed to be a supporter, especially a mod, in someone else's chat, like, who just really is really degrading, you know? And for the people who are like that, who have entire channels dedicated to just trying to make me look like a bad person.
Oh, we don't have to. We don't have to make you look bad. You make yourself look bad. We just give our opinions and perspective on your bad. You, Chantal, you painted that whole bad picture all by yourself, Big Mama. All by yourself. That's the image you wanted on YouTube. You wanted to be the mukbang bad girl. You wanted to eat your food and be rotten and hated. And so you were. That's what you wanted. You've spent 8 years building up that image. And now it's yours. And now you say you don't want it? Well, that's too bad. You designed it that way.
By twisting everything I say or everything I do, or
can't really twist something when somebody's playing your video at the same time they're giving their opinion. Where's the twist?
making big things out of nothing. I like how you think it's a win that you do that you have a channel, a successful channel dedicated to beating down the same person every day.
You're so angry. Girl, you are so mad. You're so angry. Oh, you little happiness hater. It burns your biscuit, doesn't it? To know that you do content on your channel and other people who are not you can take your videos and your live streams, add their commentary, clips, pictures, whatever, spice it up a bit and get more in the way of super chats or views or subscribers or people in live chat. People do better with your content than you do. And what's your solution? To be a happiness hater. You're envious and jealous of other people being successful off your product. Well, happiness and hate do not make you more money, Chantal. It keeps money from you. It keeps success from you. You know what the smartest thing to do would be? Take some notes. Really take some notes. Ask yourself the question, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Take notes. Don't envy the big dogs. Pay attention and learn from the big dogs. Improve your game. Improve it. You've been operating at a low level for a long time. Just relying on lazy to get you by. Well, it's gotten you by, but not much more than that. But learn. Take notes and learn. What are they doing? How are they doing it? What can I do to improve myself, to improve my live chats, to entertain more people? Be more proactive with that. You're not proactive. You're always testing the boundaries of how little can I do and I can get away with it to make money. Well, you're not going to be productive that way, and you're not going to make a lot of money that way.
Like, that's your karma. That's your karma, boo-boo. Like, I don't know how you think that's a win. It certainly doesn't hurt my feelings, but I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want anything to do with these psychotic people.
Then don't. If you really mean that, then destroy all of the sock accounts that you have on Twitter and YouTube, and don't use them ever again. And don't go into people's live chats, and don't get in their comment sections, and don't make fake Twitter accounts where you're lurking about. If you really mean that, you'll do that, but I don't think you will.
Like, I'm not an angel, but a lot of the craziest stuff I've done is in the past.
You've done some crazy stuff recently.
It's like so far in the past. And if I've said anything recently, I've been triggered by.
Oh, look what she's doing. If I did something crazy, if I said something out of pocket, it's still your fault. That is such a narcissist thing to say. That's sideswiping the accountability, like that nothing is completely her fault. I'm no angel, but well, we knew that. You didn't have to tell us that. If I did something bad, it still wasn't my fault. I still wasn't in the wrong. You're all still to blame. Narcissists say stuff like this.
Constant, just poking and poking and poking. And that's what people want. So don't act brand new that you get a reaction when that's what you're looking for, okay? Like, I don't want dumb people like that in my corner. I don't want people who simp for the reaction channels, who just find this entertaining, because I'm a real person trying to change my life. And what's entertainment for you is my real life, okay? So if you're not here to support, then please go elsewhere. I really don't care if I only have 100 to 50 to 100 people in my chats.
She's lying. That would bother her. That would bother her a lot. She's said in the past, I don't care if I have 8 Beezers. Trust me, she would care. She's acting like she wouldn't care, but if she opened up a chat and saw like 10 people, 50 people, she would freak. Chantal's here to make money. She has said it before in the past. If she's not making money on YouTube, she wouldn't be doing videos. She wouldn't do lives. It wouldn't be worth her time. Could other people do live chats and have 50 people in chat or 100 and be perfectly fine? Yes. But could she? No. Her ego won't allow it.
Because, like, no, this is my channel, my corner of the internet.
Well, your little table on YouTube that you're trying to make exclusive, it's not that great to sit at. It's not. And anybody you block or anybody that wants to leave, you're not missing much by leaving. Like, seriously, what is she offering you? Not much. She's rude. She's negative. What does she do in her videos? What does she do in her life? She complains all the time. Isn't that negativity draining? Isn't it a bit too much? She doesn't even have the good grace to break it up and do something positive to make you guys happy. She doesn't even do like a live members chat once in a while. Like, what are you here for? To listen to her complain and gripe about her health problems that she caused and she keeps going, for her to talk about her food addiction at the same time she's eating $600 in Cheesecake Factory? She hurts herself. She makes herself sick. She gets sick. She complains about that, gets everybody concerned, talks about her high blood pressure, talks about her diabetes. And then when she gets sick, wants everyone to worry. And then when people come forward and say, Chantal, you really shouldn't be eating that, then she gets mad at them. You can't win with her. You really can't. She wants everybody to watch her make herself more and more sick. She does. She wants an audience of people to watch her become more and more ill.
Reaction channels do that too.
What?
They'll block people on a whim.
Well, it depends on what's going on. If you got somebody who's spamming the chat or saying a racist word, just being outright rude for no reason, yeah, they'll get blocked on sight, as well they should. You, on the other hand, you'll be talking in chat and we see your little block finger flying all over the screen. You block people for no reason just because you're in a mood.
So for me, that's what I wanted to embellish on in this video. I don't want you coming in my chats, trying to instigate drama, telling me what the reaction channels are saying, telling me what Twitter's saying, because
she already knows. That's why you shouldn't tell her. She already knows.
Listen, why would I want to hear negative things about me? Why would I want to hear disgusting things that vile? It's still negative. Like, I don't want that negativity, okay? Like, I want a positive environment. And if you don't think that positivity is, like, fun, then you have something wrong with you. If you have to get a fix of hatred and drama, it's like, it makes me question humanity. Like,
Chantal, you're a food addict. So would you consider being a food addict and getting on YouTube and eating a bunch of food on YouTube when you shouldn't? That's positive content. You're a food addict and you're getting high in front of people, stuffing your face. That's positive. I don't. Maybe you should change that.
I don't know what kind of people like that stuff, but the kind of people that do, I don't want you in my chat. Okay? Like,
you know what's amazing? You know what's absolutely amazing, Chantal? You're telling people that come into your chat that want to bring up the reaction channels and what we've said and what we've done. You're telling them to hit the road. Why don't you tell the feedies in your chat to hit the road? Like right now, right this minute, this second, tell them to get gone. The ones that prompt you to eat. Why aren't you giving them their walking papers right now? The ones that talk about food and let's go eat food and they send you super chats to eat. Why aren't you giving them the same message? Why aren't you telling them that first? Because they're the ones doing a lot of harm to you.
I don't know how like your mentality is not more shot if you just get doses of negativity like all the time, you know? So just 100% please keep it away from me. I can't control the internet. You can talk all the shit you want about me elsewhere. I don't, whatever. Like, I really don't care. That's totally fine. If you want to be that kind of person, do it. But you're not going to catch me on Twitter, any forums, Kiwi for nothing. Okay? None of the forums. I'm on YouTube. Once in a while, I answer Instagram DMs if I remember.
We're not going to catch her on Twitter because she's not going to use her real name. That's why you can't really catch her. But when she comes by with a sock account and she starts talking, obviously it's her. She gets caught. Then she deletes that account and creates another one.
I'll scroll TikTok, but I'm not on social media.
Lies.
I don't have a whole channel dedicated to somebody to hate on them every day, to talk about their wiping habits, degrading their family. I'm not there, okay? And I'm proud of that. And every time I retaliate and lower myself to answer these people, I feel bad and ashamed. And that's why I delete things when I say things like that. Yeah, I'm a dirty deleter. Yeah. Why
Yeah, you are.
would I want to keep like what do I like? You know what I mean? To me, that means I'm just trying to be a better person. Trying.
No, 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 no. You can't rewrite history. I won't let you. You're a dirty deleter because you get in a mood and you want to say the things you want to say, knowing they're going to get you in trouble with YouTube. And you know how to play the YouTube game. You know that if you want to vent on a video, you vent in a video, you post it, you put this stuff out there. As long as you delete it within, say, 24 to 48 hours, by the time the reports surface at YouTube and they start looking at them, the video is already gone. There's nothing that YouTube will do to you. So if you didn't say anything wrong, why delete the video? You talk about us provoking you and poking at you. Yet you have made so many videos and so many lives where you have been absolutely just cruel, nasty, mean, disgusting. You want to let that stuff out of you. And you know that the reaction channels are going to record and make react videos. You'll leave it up just enough so we can, and then you'll get rid of it off your channel where you can't get in trouble.
To get rid of it, you know? And it's not easy. As you can see, it's a cycle. I'm sure that I've said all this before too, but you know what? It's going to keep cycling until I get it right. So either lock in or leave. I mean, you know, people have spent so much energy on someone they don't like that it's just so odd to me. I don't know.
And Chantal, you spend a lot of energy on people you don't like. You're just talking about reactors you don't like, channels you don't like, constantly bringing them up. Heck, to this day, you still talk about Natter. The one you claimed abused you, you still bring him up when you don't have to, and really you shouldn't if you really have been abused, which I don't think you did. So
So that's it, I guess. I don't know what else to say, honestly. I mean, I feel like I've said what I need to say. This dessert is pretty good for like, it's like a fake dessert. So that's all I'm asking. Just keep it out of my chat. If you're basically asking if you're saying, you know, in your mind, okay, she doesn't want my viewership at all, I'll just go support the reaction channels. Yes. If you have that mentality where you like watching me be hated on every day, my family targeted,
you know, I don't even know why she's bringing up the whole family targeting thing, because I haven't heard nor seen anything of anybody going after her family. What is she talking about?
Stuff like that, then you're not a supporter. And honestly, on my channel and my chats, I just want supporters, just like most people.
In other words, she wants a bunch of blind sheep that will follow her anywhere she goes and believe all of her lies and never question her lies, never question what she does, what she says. You're just all supposed to be a bunch of yes men that agree with whatever she's saying, even if she's telling you a blatant lie of the sky is purple. You're supposed to say yes. You're not supposed to argue and point out, you know, Chantal, that sky is blue. Block. That's what you're going to get, block, because you dared to argue with the queen. Even if the queen is mad, she's gone insane. You're not allowed to argue.
You know, I'm not a drama channel.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, you are. You're a reaction channel and you're a drama channel.
I'm not supposed to be.
But you are. Too late.
And I just want to focus on myself.
Then get offline. Take a break from YouTube and go focus on yourself. Work on yourself. You need to anyway, honestly. Get your big head out of your big butt. Go focus on yourself. Disconnect away from Foodie Beauty and just be Chantal for a minute. Get in touch with her. Sit down with her and have dinner with her. Have a nice long conversation. It's one that's overdue. You can't live in your persona forever, Chantal. Foodie.
So that's what's going to happen going forward. I might go in my chats, previous chats, and repeat offenders. I'm just going to block you off the bat. Like people who have nothing negative, nothing nice to say. There was one girl I blocked. She was just like always negative stuff. Just like constantly, like if I'm walking, oh, she's looking for a bench, she's out of breath. Okay, what is your motive other than to try to make me feel bad about myself?
Well, at the time when you were doing your walk, Chantal, pardon me, you were supposed to be going for walks to, get some of your mobility back. Because part of your problem is you're in the house all the time, which is not good for you. So you made this big deal of, I'm going to go take a walk in the park with Salah. But yet you weren't really walking. You were avoiding walking. Like you kept looking for benches and places to like lean up against. You weren't even really trying.
You don't succeed, but the fact that you're even trying, that's the kind of people I don't want in my circle. Okay.
But you weren't trying. It wasn't a matter of you were walking and you're like, I have to stop. Like giving it your all and then stopping. You were literally finding any excuse to stop walking for a second.
So, yeah. It's just very weird. I don't know. I'm tired of these people. And like my mental health is not very stable as it is.
Then get offline. Get offline. If you are aware that your mental health is not good, it is your responsibility as the person with the bad mental health to get offline. If being online or being exposed to anything online is contributing to bad mental health, it's time to unplug and take a break or not be online as much. It is also your responsibility to not go to other people's spaces to make yourself angry. Stay away from them. Stay away from things that make you upset, but yet you keep doing it. So, your mental health is up to you. It is not our responsibility to cater to you, to say nice things just because you're saying, I've got bad mental health. It's up to you to take care of it, not us.
And I'm not going to, like, the least chance I have someone of triggering me, the better. And that's why I'm protecting my circle. So call it a hug box all you want. I don't really care. Because, yeah, who wants negative people in their chat? You know?
Yeah, there's only room for one person being negative, and it's her. She's allowed to be as negative as she wants and complain about whatever she wants. Nobody else is allowed.
And like for people to just be like, well, get off the internet. No, how about the negative people get off the internet? Like,
good luck with that. Good luck with that. There's a better chance of you getting off the internet and improving yourself than removing everybody else, Chantal.
Like I'm protecting my circle. That's it. So, that might be boring for some people. And again, you're not the right people for my chat then. If you find that being positive is boring. So,
I have a prediction for her next live. So she's saying all this in a video. The live will start. Things will get really boring really quickly. And then she'll switch back over to let's talk about somebody.
Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to say, I guess, about this matter. I'm sure a lot of you will understand. And a lot of you, this message is not for you because you're already positive and wonderful and supportive. So, yeah, if you want to watch hate in regards to me, you'll have to do it elsewhere, which you probably already do.
You're so sour in the mouth about that. You're probably already watching me somewhere else. And you're giving somebody else the view and making them money when you should just keep all your money over here.
I don't know how some people support some reaction channels, especially, for example, the ones who are obese.
Oh boy, are we really talking about this right now? We've had this conversation. You know what? Can I just go on record, y'all? I have a confession to make as a reactor to Chantal. I hate talking about the same things over and over again, especially if it's a topic that's been talked to death. And yet, when it comes to Chantal, she brings up the same things over and over again. There's really not a whole lot in the way of variety. This woman is so stagnant in her life, in her brain, in her emotions. It's not even funny. Like there's no movement at all. There's no need for action. It's all like, let me just sit in a puddle, even though the water is full of mold. Let me just sit in it. I'm not going to move. Stagnant she is. Stagnant. Move around, Chantal.
And if you're obese, like if I was an obese person, which, okay, I'm an obese person.
What? Chantal, this is a stupid argument. This is stupid. Yes, you're super, super, super morbidly obese. Maybe there's some reactors that are maybe a little bit on the thick side. So what? What is your point? What is the point you're trying to make here? Big deal. Weight does not factor in when you're a reactor. There's no weight requirement. There is neither a too much or a too little. What are you trying to say? What? Exactly what is it? Your point is what? You criticize somebody if they're too small and reacting to you. You criticize somebody if they're of a bigger size reacting to you. There is no perfect reaction model in your mind.
So if I was a member of these reaction channels making fun of a fat person all the time, like, don't you get offended? Like, or think, that's hypocritical. Like,
Chantal, you know doggone well why we talk about you. It's not your weight. Your weight is your issue. Like I said that before. Your weight, your body, you deal with it or not. It's your personality. It's the things you do. It's the things you say that we talk about the most. Do we mention your weight? Yeah. You want to know why? Because you're gaining so much weight so quickly. Girl, we can see it. Like the amount of weight you put on since being in Kuwait has been ridiculous. And we see how the weight is affecting you, your movements, your breathing. It's scary. That's why we talk about it. It's like, wow, look at all of this. It's just insane.
there's no brain activity whatsoever. And I can't stand people like that. And I would rather be alone completely. Completely. And if I end up having no followers one day, I'll just get off the internet. That's it.
Get off the internet now. Go take care of yourself. Get off now. What are you waiting for? Go. You swear that you're paying all of our rent and all of our bills. Go. We'll find someone else to react to. And I mean it. Go. You can go now. What are you waiting for? Your health is bad. You need to take care of yourself. Your life is a mess. You need to go now. You can go if you like. Stay gone for a month or two. See what happens with Girl World. We will not just fold under. We'll find someone else to focus on. Whoever that person is, their channel is going to grow. Their views are going to go up. They'll probably be more entertaining than you. Right now, the bar is set really, really low as far as what you need to do to get the reactors to react to you. Okay, anybody entertaining you is going to get more attention. Are you afraid of losing your place in Girl World, Foodie? You're almost there anyway. Whether we find someone or not, you're almost there. Your content anymore is unbearably boring. You're boring everybody to death. You're even bored with your content. You've got to be. Girl, go take care of your stuff.
I'll find something else to do.
Go then. Go.
Like, but anyway, enough complaining. I'm going to really try to make this the last time I address negativity.
How many times have you said this? This is to be the last time, but it never is.
I really just want to really conquer that side of myself of just being 100% unbothered and just
But you're not unbothered, you're bothered.
block and move on. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
So if you could help me do that, that would be great.
You need to help yourself first. It's no one's responsibility nor job to keep you in a happy-go-lucky state of mind. That is all you. Truly, that is all you. Well, guys, that's it for the react. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.